Hello, fellow consumers. Since you're online and have eyes on, I'd love to spend a few minutes with you talking about the intersection of media and news literacy. Media literacy and news literacy share significant overlap. As Scott McCloud remarks in his foreword to his co-authored 2012 publication, What School Leaders Need to Know About Digital Technologies and Social Media, quote, today's information landscape requires a wide and exciting range of skills involved in exposing the value of information we encounter, end quote. For a media literate consumer, this requires a toolbox that includes a dose of skepticism, a nose for credibility, and an eye and ear for bias. These tools will help us discover and discern the intent behind the advertising embedded in the media we view. Damon Brown, in his 2014 TED-Ed video, asked us to choose our news with a discerning eye, and it's no wonder why. According to a 2016 survey conducted by the Pew Research Center, 64% of respondents said that the saturation of, quote, fake news has left them confused about basic facts about current news and events. 32% of the respondents reported seeing made-up news stories online very often. To combat these trends, news-literate consumers should be apprehensive of and pay attention to sensational headlines, opinion-based news articles, source credibility, and bias. So when we consume news and advertising media, we can see that we need to utilize many of the same tools to be a responsible and informed consumer. Principally, consumers should be aware of the credibility or trustworthiness of the producer, evidence of any bias for or against a specific viewpoint, and verifiable facts over conjecture and opinion. There are a few handy questions and steps to keep in mind when viewing any type of media, including news media and advertising media that is ever present in your daily viewing habits. Ask yourself, who created this message, media, or news? Why and how was it created? Who is the intended audience? And why and how is it attracting my attention? You should also take the following steps. Identify the product, viewpoint, or bias. Look for original, unfiltered reporting, or in the case of general media and advertising, look for credible and trustworthy review sources to understand the range of product experiences. Read multiple news outlets for a variety of perspectives. And be wary of news stories that rely on anonymous sources and advertisements where the product being sold is supported by dubious and suspect claims. And finally, research any and all media before you share it with others. It is important that you can verify the veracity of news articles and the claims about a product in a commercial before you send it out to your friends, family, and the general public. This is being a responsible and conscientious consumer. Thank you all for your time.